Children. Welcome back to your online classes. We were studying lesson number 10, Force, Work and Energy. This is part 4 of lesson number 10. Children, in this lesson till now we have studied about force. So, what is force, children? Right. A pull or a push that acts on an object is called force. We also studied about different types of forces like muscular force, gravitational force, frictional force, etc. Right? Now children, we are going to learn we also studied about simple and complex machines, right? So what are simple machines, children? The machines which are made up of only few parts are called as simple machines, where complex machines are made up of so many parts and they are known as complex machines. Now children, simple machines. There are 6 kinds of simple machines: lever, inclined plane, wedge, screw, pulley and wheel and axle. You have studied about simple machines in standard 4, right? And we also have lever, and we have 3 types of levers, that is first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. Today in this session we are going to learn in detail about simple machines. Now 6 basic simple machines are lever, inclined plane, wedge, screw, pulley, wheel and axle, right? Now inclined plane, if you can see here in this picture, children, a flat surface with one end higher than the other. This is what? Inclined plane. Now wedge, an object that is thick at one end and thin at the other end. This is known as wedge. So this is a wedge. Screw, an inclined plane that is wrapped around a cylinder. See here, this is a screw and the threads in the screw are what? They are nothing but inclined planes. So what is a screw? An inclined plane that is wrapped around a cylinder. Now the next is lever, a straight bar that pivots on or around a fulcrum. About this we are going to learn in detail today. Next is wheel and axle, a wheel attached to a bar so that they rotate together. This arrangement is known as wheel and axle. Pulley, a chain, belt or any rope wrapped around a wheel, right? See here, if you can see, it is a chain, it is a rope that is wrapped around the wheel. So what is a pulley? A chain, belt or a rope that is wrapped around a wheel. So these are all 6 simple machines. Okay. Now children, what comes to your mind when you see this picture? Now this boy, somebody has told him to move that big stone or that boulder. Now that boy is thinking how it can be done. Now in the next picture on the right hand side, you can see that an idea comes to the mind of that boy. Why not use the rod to move that big stone or boulder? So what does the boy do? That boy took the help of the rod to move that heavy stone or the boulder. Now see children, here it is marked in this picture. This is load. The stone or the boulder is called as load. Here it is called as load. And the smaller stone is called as fulcrum. The smaller stone which is helping with the help of the rod, which is helping the to move the bigger stone or the boulder. Now here the boy is applying force to move that stone, and that is known as effort. So this arrangement where a rod is used to move a bigger stone with the help of a smaller stone. This arrangement is known as lever. Today we'll learn more about lever in detail. Now understand about this, children. The previous picture that we saw, the boulder is the load. That boulder or big stone is the load that has to be moved, or that is the work which has to be done. So that will be called as load. On one end of the rod is put under the boulder. Now as we saw that to move that bigger stone or boulder, the boy took the help of the rod. And how did he do it? He put one end of the rod under the bigger stone or the boulder, and with the help of the smaller stone, the boy tried to move the load or the boulder. Now the smaller stone supports the rod. On the smaller stone, the rod takes the support. The point, now see, there is a fixed point where the stone and rod are fixed. They touch each other, and that point is not going to change. That point is fixed. So the small stone supports the rod. The point at which the rod touches the stone is fixed and does not move. It is called the fulcrum. The rod is free to turn around the fulcrum. Now if you can see, one side is under the bigger stone or the boulder. Now another side, the rod is free. You can move it anyway, right? Or the boy can move it in any direction, right? The push or the force applied to move the load is called effort. Understood, children? So here we came across two new things, that is fulcrum and effort. Now what is fulcrum? The fixed point is called fulcrum, right? Now what is effort? The energy, the force that you require to do the work. And here what work has to be done? Here the stone has to be moved. So the energy required to move the stone or the effort is called as effort. So fulcrum and effort. Now lever. We saw just now, we understood how lever works. The arrangement of a rod free to move around a fixed point. As we saw, that fixed point is fulcrum, is called a lever. What is a lever? Repeat with me. The arrangement of a rod free to move around a fixed point is called lever. Now there are three types of lever based on the position of fulcrum, load and effort. Right, children? The arrangement of a rod free to move around a fixed point is called lever. There are three types of lever: first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. And the difference between these levers is what? The placement of effort, fulcrum and load. Let us see more about lever. Three types of lever are first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. Now see, children, in the first class lever, how is the arrangement? Load, fulcrum is in the middle and effort. In second class lever, fulcrum, load is in the middle and effort. In the third class lever, fulcrum, effort is in the middle and load. Now see, this is the principle of first class lever. And in this, children, if you can see, first class lever, the fulcrum is in the middle. On one side it is load and on another side it is effort. Have you seen this kind of arrangement anywhere? Yes, the seesaw in the playground. That is the example of first class lever. So, what is the principle of first class lever, children? In the first class lever, the fulcrum is in the middle of load and effort. In the second class lever, see, this is the principle of second class lever. Load is in the middle of fulcrum and effort. Okay? And this is the principle of third class lever. Now, in the third class lever, effort is in the middle of fulcrum and load. Now, today's homework is, today first thing is what we have studied today. We have studied about basic 6 type of simple machines. We have studied now, and we also studied about lever, about the arrangement of lever and 3 types of lever, and how the principle of 3 levers show the arrangement of fulcrum, effort and load. So today's homework is, you will read this topic 2 or 3 times. Understood, children? This is today's homework. You will read, first thing is you will read whatever we have studied till now in this chapter, and also you will read very properly about lever, about the arrangement of fulcrum, effort and load, and rest we will study in the next session. I hope you enjoyed the session. We are going to end this session here. Sairam.